Hello everyone, welcome to Mastermind. Today let us learn more about Mughals by solving few more multiple choice questions. Consider the first question. Consider the following statements regarding art and architecture under Mughals. Mughal architectural traditions declined after 18th century. Features of Mughal tradition can be seen in Golden Temple at Amritsar. Statement 1 is false. Statement 2 is correct. Therefore, the right option is option B, 2 only. The Mughal architectural traditions continued in the 18th century as well as early 19th century. So it continued in 18th century as well as in the early 19th century. Their influence in the provincial kingdoms was also clearly visible. Many features of Mughal tradition can be seen in Golden Temple at Amritsar. Please remember, Golden Temple at Amritsar has Mughal influences. Second question says, consider the following statements regarding art under Mughals. The foundation for the Mughal painting was laid by Humayun. Mir Said Ali and Abdul Samad were brought to India by Humayun. Both the statements are correct here. Therefore, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. The contribution of Mughals to the art of painting was remarkable. The foundation for the Mughal painting was led by Humayun. So, therefore, statement 1 is correct. He brought with him two painters, Mir Sayyid Ali and Abdul Samad, to India. Mir Sayyid Ali and Abdul Samad were Persian painters. Please remember, they were Persian painters. Third question says, consider the following statements regarding art under Mughals. Akbar invited a large number of painters from different parts of the country to his court. Baswan, Miskina and Daswant attained great positions as Akbar's court artists. Both the statements are correct here. Therefore, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Both Mir Said Ali and Abdul Samad, they attained very good positions under the Akbar's rule. Akbar commissioned the illustrations of several literary and religious texts. So he commissioned the illustration of several literary as well as religious texts. He invited a large number of painters from different parts of the country to his court. Both Hindus and Muslims joined in this work. Baswan, Miskina and Daswant attained great positions as Akbar's court artists. So both the statements are correct here. Fourth question says, consider the following statements regarding paintings under Mughal reign. Many Indian fables were the basis for miniature paintings in the art studio established by Akbar. Historical works like Akbarnama provided themes to Mughal paintings. Both the statements are correct here. Therefore, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Illustrations of Persian versions of Mahabharata and Ramayana. Please remember, the Persian versions of Mahabharata and Ramayana were illustrated through paintings in the Mughal rule. So they were produced in miniature form. Many Indian fables were the basis for miniature paintings in the art studio established by Akbar. In addition to this, historical works like Akbarnama also provided themes to Mughal paintings. Akbarnama was written by Abul Fazl. Fifth question says, consider the following statements regarding paintings and music under Mughal reign. Mughal paintings reached their pinnacle during the reign of Jahangir. Tansen of Gwalior was patronized by Shah Jahan. So here, statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is false. Therefore, the right option is option A, 1 only. Mughal paintings reached its zenith or pinnacle during the reign of Jahangir. He employed a number of painters like Abul Hasan Bishan, Bishan Das, Madhu, Anant, Manohar, Govardhan, and then Ustad Mansur. Apart from paintings, the scenes of huntings and then battles and royal courts, progress was made in portrait painting and painting of animals as well. So what were the themes that were used? Scenes of hunting, battles, royal courts, and in addition to this, progress was also made in portrait painting as well as paintings of animals. Many albums containing paintings and calligraphy were produced during Mughal period. Later, the influence of European painting could be seen in the Mughal paintings. In addition to this, music had also developed vastly under the Mughals. Akbar patronized Tansen of Gwalior. Tansen is a household name when it comes to music, and Akbar was the patronizer of Tansen, and Tansen belonged to Gwalior. Tansen composed many ragas. So, like Akbar, even Jahangir as well as Shah Jahan were also fond of music and they patronized music. Sixth question says, which of the following statements regarding Hamznama is or are correct? Hamznama was compiled by Ghalib Lakhnavi. It was written during the reign of Akbar. It contains numerous paintings. So here all the three statements are correct. Therefore the right option is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Hamznama is one of the most important works that were compiled during Mughal times. The most important work, Hamznama, it consisted of around 1200 paintings. Therefore, statement 3 is correct. This classic called Hamznama was narration on legendary exploit of the Mughal folk superhero Amir Hamza. Amir Hamza, and it was written by Ghalib Lakhnavi, and hence statement 1 is correct. Emperor Akbar, who came to the throne at the age of 14, greatly enjoyed the orally circulated fables of Amir Hamza and commissioned his court workshop to create a series of illustrated manuscripts early in his reign. So, it was during the reign of Akbar that Hamznama came to be written. It is a very important work because it contains about 1200 paintings. So please do not forget anything about Hamznama which has been described here. Seventh question says, consider the following statements regarding language and literature in Mughal Empire. Aini Akbari and Akbarnama were authored by Abul Fazl. The translation of Mahabharata into Persian was done under the supervision of Abul Faizi. Both the statements are correct. Therefore, the right option over here is option C, both 1 and 2. Who are Abul Fazl and Abul Faizi? They were illustrious sons of Akbar. They were two very important persons in Mughal Empire and they were the sons of Akbar, ruler Akbar. Aini Akbari and Akbarnama were authored by Abul Fazl. Abul Fazl was a great scholar and historian of his period. He set a style of prose writing and it was followed by many generations. Many historical works were written during this period and Aini Akbari and Akbarnama are two of the noteworthy compilations among them. The leading poet of that period was his brother Abul Faizi. The translation of Mahabharata into Persian was done under the supervision of Abul Faizi. Eighth question says, consider the following statements regarding literature in Mughal Empire. Padshah Nama was composed by Abdul Hamid Lahori. Shah Jahan Nama was composed by Inayat Khan. So, both the statements are correct here. Therefore, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. In addition to Abul Fazl and Abul Faizi, there were two other leading Persian poets known as Utbi and Naziri. Jahangir's autobiography Tuzuki Jahangiri was famous for its style. Jahangir also patronized many scholars like Ghiyas Beg, Naqib Khan and Niyamatullah. Shah Jahan also patronized many writers and historians like Abdul Hamid Lahori wrote Padshah Nama. So they wrote Padshah Nama, and poet called Inayat Khan, please remember, very important, Inayat Khan wrote Shah Jahan Nama. Ninth question says, consider the following statements regarding language and literature in Mughal Empire. Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads were translated to Persian language by Dara Shikoh. Famous dictionaries of Persian language were composed during Mughal period. Both the statements are correct here. Therefore, the right option is option C, both 1 and 2. Dara Shikoh was son of Shah Jahan. He was son of Shah Jahan and brother of Aurangzeb. He was the brother of Aurangzeb and he translated Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads to Persian language. Therefore, statement 1 is correct. Many historical works were also written during the reign of Aurangzeb as well, and famous dictionaries of Persian language were composed during Mughal period. This is the right statement. So now the last question in the Mughal series. Consider the following statements regarding language and literature in Mughal Empire. Regional languages suffered during the Mughal period. Tulsidas composed Ramacharita during Mughal period. Statement 1 is false. Statement 2 is correct. Therefore, the right option is option B, 2 only. Regional languages such as Bengali, Odia, Rajasthani and Gujarati saw development during Mughal period. Many devotional works including Ramayana and Mahabharata were translated into regional languages. From the time of Akbar, Hindi poets were attached to the Mughal court. The most influential Hindi poet was Tulsidas. So Tulsidas was the most influential Hindi poet during the Mughal time, and he wrote the Hindi version of Ramayana. He wrote Hindi version of Ramayana called Ramacharita. It was the Hindi version of Ramayana. So this is all about Mughals. There are 5 videos in the series. Please watch all these videos before any examination because these will help you a lot in cracking few multiple choice questions that are based on Mughals, either directly or indirectly. Thank you.